Create the home that you want to create because you are in charge. It brings back feelings of nostalgia actually for me because my mom used to do that. I mean, we were divinely created and we were given the gift of creation ourselves. The ambiance, nope, this will burn you. It will burn you. Lay down. I feel like that could be like on my headstone one day when I die. Okay, I'm getting started with this video because it's been 3 minutes. There's our puppy, if you can't tell. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lose it, Bear. I'm gonna lose it. He's like freaking out over my tea. Okay, Bear, no more chances. You're breathing way too loud. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sierra here at the Robinson home and I'm excited to have you here with me in my home talking all things Hygge, all things cozy for this fall. Let me go put Bear in his crate. I thought it would be sweet having him sit with me, but he is going crazy. Okay, buddy. Bear. Okay. For those who are new here, welcome. I'm glad that you came. Please subscribe so you can become a part of our YouTube family. I'm so sorry about the noise. It's quiet in my house except for now. Bear is just walking all around. He's 5 months old. He's a good puppy, but he's a puppy, you know. If you've had a puppy before, you understand. Okay. This has been all over the place and I haven't even gotten started. So today I wanted to talk about embracing Hygge and coziness this fall season on a daily basis. And so if one thing about me that you may not know is I lived in Norway for 1.5 years as a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and Norway literally has a piece of my heart. And so all things Scandinavian are like especially Norwegian, are like a piece of me. And so Hygge became this trend, you know, for people to, you know, be Hygge, or like Hygge inspired things, or to live a Hygge life, which is funny because like it doesn't really translate exactly that way, at least in Norway. So Hygge is, in Norway the equivalent of Hygge is koselig, and koselig is like my favorite word of all time, and it pretty much means the same thing as Hygge, but in Norway Hygge, you can say like hyggelig å treffe deg, and it means like it's nice to meet you, pleasure to meet you. So like Hygge is the same in Norway, but koselig is like more of the equivalent, and I would prefer that word, but Hygge is what everyone seems to know, and so that's the word I'll use. Before I get into it, they say that Hygge is pronounced Hygge or Hygge, but it's, at least in Norway, it's Hygge. So it's like you're saying Hygge, but with an E sound, put your lips out for Hygge. So Hygge. Just so you're aware. Okay. So I want to talk about all things hyggelig or Hygge this fall, and what you can do on a daily basis to feel that cozy vibe every day this fall, and really every day, every season, but I'm going to focus on fall. It's so funny because it's not babies that I'm going to help. It's our puppy. I love him, but gosh, it's exhausting. The first thing on my list is to burn candles or to diffuse essential oils. And there's a ton of people that are like, oh yeah, only essential oils, or a lot of people only use candles, but I love both. Essential oils I grew up with. My mom used essential oils all as I was a kid, and I love them. In fact, I have a referral code in the link below, or in the description box, you can go use for Revive. I love Revive. I've used Young Living. It's expensive, and I've used Eden's Garden. My mom likes Eden's Garden, but I am like a huge Revive fan. I love the scents that they have, like the blends that they have, not scents, but the blends. And they also, and it's really priced really well. Anyways, I'm not trying to get off on that tangent, but essential oils, smells can bring back such a cozy Hygge vibe and feeling to your home, especially in the fall. We live in South Carolina where it is hot right now. This was still like, the feels like today was 95, and so, and it's already, it's September, you know, where it should be feeling this cozy feeling, in my opinion. And so in order to feel that in our home, I like to diffuse essential oils or put some on my hands in the morning. I use Young Living's Valor, and I rub it on my hands and smell it. when I think of it, and it's a really hygge or cozy way to start your day or to continue your day into the afternoon. Also, lighting a candle. There's something about the lighting of a candle and then the scent of like a nice fall, crisp apple or pumpkin or something that just really brings that feeling of hygge into your home. Another way to incorporate hygge into your home is to have blankets everywhere. I am a blanket hoarder. Not really, but I just feel like there's no such thing as too many blankets. I feel like that could be like on my headstone one day when I die. I say that because it's just, I love blankets. In Norway, when you go out and like when you're going walking past a restaurant, there's blankets outside on the chairs for people to use, and which is just such a cozy and like genius idea. I don't know why there isn't that everywhere. But I love blankets. Like I'm looking around and I see 3 blankets right now, and that's just like a blanket popping out of my blanket basket. And so I just feel like there's never too many, especially if you keep your house at a decent temperature. Decent in my opinion is like 70, 71, 72. Then blankets are always nice to have. I like the feeling of like weight, like a weighted blanket, not a weighted blanket, but the weight of a blanket on me. And also they just look cozy around your house. They bring that feeling of it being cold, and that just like cozy feeling. When you think of cozy, I feel like blankets are right there at the top. And even using them as decorations is also a really cozy way to make your home feel that even that more hygge or hygge filled. Okay, I'm gonna start choking on my teeth. The next thing is to have a no shoe policy in your home. I grew up in Alaska where it was just like you don't wear shoes in your home. Norway, you don't wear shoes in your home. Almost every other country, I feel like you don't wear shoes in your home. So I don't know why in America we do, or it's common to, or it's normal to. I don't know if it's only Norway, but I'm assuming in most of Scandinavia, at least in Norway, they have socks or slippers for people to put on their feet when they come into their home, if it's in the winter months, or if they don't have socks on when they come into your home. I think that's so cozy. I think that's just such a, I just sounded so creepy. I think that's so cozy and comforting, and something that I want to incorporate more in my home. I at one point had a basket with socks in it, with like cozy socks in it for up by my front door, but having that no shoe policy really makes people feel makes me feel more at home when I go into somebody else's house not wearing my shoes. And when people are in my home, it makes me feel more like, okay, they're kind of here to stay, or they feel comfortable in my home. And also, I don't like having people walk around with their shoes in my house where my kids are crawling on the ground and or whatever. I just think it makes that more cozy and hygge filled. And that again can be incorporated all year round, but especially in the fall when there's more dirt, more rain, more just wetness outside. It's a smart thing to do anyways, and it also brings that cozy fall feel to your home. And gosh, I forgot how good this tea tasted. This is the mother's milk tea. I love it. Okay, also I thrifted this cute mug from Goodwill. Is that not like the cutest sweater like mug that you've ever seen? Okay, another way to incorporate coziness into your home and into your life this fall is to bake. Have baked goods in your home. I mean, I don't have baked goods in my house every day, but when I do, it just feels that much more, I feel that much more like a homemaker. And I also just feel, that feeling of having fresh baked banana muffins out for my girls to eat or for me to eat. I love those. Or chocolate chip cookies, or some type of, any type of dessert or bread or anything. It makes it feel, first off, the smell is great and the feeling in your home is just cozy. The next thing on my list is to make sure that the lighting is right in your home. So I guess the overall thing right here is lighting. We have an electric fireplace and I love it with all of my heart. We haven't turned on the heat on purpose, at least, like to fully, like to get us warm since we've had it, because we've only been here since February, and we got it in April and it started to get warm. But the lighting from the fireplace, the ambiance is just so inviting and comforting. I just love it so much. But then also with the lighting in your home, I make sure that during the day I have a ton of lights on. For me personally, it makes me feel more cozy and more just like bright and get going during the day. And then when it becomes nighttime, shutting the drapes, turning on, I have I'm known for having turned off lights and turning on another light and then being like, ah, I don't like this feel, and turning off that light and turning on another one to figure out the type of feel that I want in my home at that moment. And so just making sure that the lighting is right in your home. And that doesn't mean that you have to have a fireplace or you have to have candles lit, but just making sure that the lighting is right, having your blinds open during the day, shutting them when it becomes dusk. And I just think that that's really key, and anyone can do that no matter what home you're in. You can make sure to have the lighting give you that Hygge vibe. Talking about windows, another way to incorporate Hygge into your mornings is to open up the windows when it is cold enough outside to have a breeze in your home, or not even a breeze, but just to get that cold or crisp air in the morning. It doesn't have to be freezing air, but that crisp air in the morning into your home. It brings back feelings of nostalgia actually for me, because my mom used to do that, and being able to be the mom now that opens up the windows in the morning. I did that the other day and I was like, oh, I'm a mom and I can do this type of a thing. Reading a book is always, even if you're not a big book reader, reading a book can bring cozy feelings. Find a book that you like. Find a book that is intriguing at the beginning and start reading it, because if it grasps you in at the beginning, then you'll be able to get through it. I'm a lot like that, where I really like to have a book that I don't have to go through chapter after chapter to get into. When I am in a book, I love bringing it places and just being so involved in the book that it becomes a part of my routine during the day. That if I have extra time, it's not like I'm scrolling on my phone, but I get my book out and I start reading it more. Along with books, putting them up as decor in your home is a cozy Hygge feel that you can create just by putting books up in order to decorate for this season. My next tip is tea or Creo brew or hot chocolate or whatever hot drink you like, or cold drink, I guess. Putting it in a cute mug, a mug that makes you happy, because Hygge and COZINESS is not only about the feeling, like the physical feeling, but also okay, I had to change the camera. I had to use my phone now because it wasn't working. There we go. My camera died, but it's a lot about your feeling, and so, how you feel inside, mostly about that, in fact, and not as much about the physical appearance or the physical feeling, but inside how it is. And so to be kuschelig or to have Hygge in your life is also about, like, even just the feeling of being loved by somebody, or the coziness of being involved in this book where you feel like these characters are your friends, or being out in the hot sun and feeling that on your skin, and feeling just, there's so many ways, and I think it's very personal, but also I think that we don't really have a word for that in English. I mean, cozy is the closest word that we have, and cozy really doesn't fit it, because cozy is really only for, you know, warm, when you're cold and you get cozy, or you snuggle up to somebody, or whatever it is. But this Hygge and kuschelig are very much just a way of living and a way to feel, and I don't know really how to explain it, but where was I even going with that? Having tea, that's what I was talking about. Having a tea that you love, sweetened with honey and some heavy cream, and then in a mug that you love that just makes you happy. That, I just remind myself of my older sister. That's so funny how I just talked. That's something that I've really tried to incorporate into my life in the past about a year. That just makes me happy and makes me feel like I have this routine that is self-care for myself, obviously. It's caring for myself in a way that makes me happy and that makes me feel cozy in the morning or at night or in the middle of the day, whenever I feel like it. I'm actually really glad that I have this tip for myself, from my daily routine. Sometimes I miss it, but I highly encourage it. If you're looking for something to add into your routine, is to have a warm, cold, yummy drink in a mug that you love every day. We're getting towards the end of my list, but the next one has to do with what you hear in your home. Calm and cozy music. I love acoustic music, and I have a very specific type of music that I love. I mean, like, I like upbeat music and I like different types of music as well, but calm and cozy music and music that I enjoy singing with is another way that I help my home feel cozy at all times of day. Whenever I'm feeling like, okay, I'm cooking in the kitchen, or okay, I'm the girls are just playing and I'm gonna clean up a little bit, I turn on some music, and that can just bring a cozy vibe to the home. Or sometimes, like many times when I'm in the car, I just have no music at all. And that also brings a feeling of hygge to me and to my home. I think that it totally depends on the person, and it totally depends on the time of day and how you're feeling that day. But the music or the sounds that you bring to your home can create such an, like vibe is such a trendy word, but the vibe that you feel in your home and the feelings and the comfort that you feel in your home can really be derived a lot from the sounds that are in it. And I know I have young kids. My kids are all 5 and under. I have 4 kids, 5 and under. And there's noise in the home. We have 2 dogs. There's a lot of noise in the home, but when you can add to the noise or take away from the noise, that can really add that kushli and hygge feeling to your home. That enhances the feeling in your house in the fall, winter, spring, summer, whenever it is. Sound plays a huge difference. Okay, the last tip that I have to incorporate hygge into your everyday life this fall is to do something every single day that you love to do. If that is something cozy like knitting or drawing or taking a bath, that's something like that for me is like my way of taking care of myself. To watching a show that you love, or I love to do calligraphy, or let me think what else. And like, yeah, like cleaning, making dinner, you know, those are, if you love doing that, then that's great. But also something else that you love to do that, that makes you create. I mean, we were divinely created and we were given the gift of creation ourselves. Like we can create life and we can create so much. And so that to create is such a hygge thing. All of these things that I've said is a way to create a home of hygge and of coziness. And so find something every single day that you love to create. If that's just the feeling in your personal bubble, being in a bathtub, or if that is the joy from drawing or painting, or it's the relaxation that you feel while you're laying doing nothing, watching a show you love, or reading a book, or eating your guilty pleasure treat. These aren't negative things. I feel like so many times it's like, oh, stop watching Netflix, stop eating junk, and yes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But do those things that you love. Create the home that you want to create, because you are in charge and you can make this home of yours a hygge place, a home of hygge and a home of coziness, especially this fall. My guilty pleasure snack is brioche bread with brie cheese. That's all I have to say. Try it. If you're doubting me, just go try it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you do incorporate some of these things into your life. And if there's more things that you can think of that you do in your life to create hygge in your home, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know, and I'd love to incorporate new things into my life to make my life more cozy this fall season and every day after. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here and welcome you into our home and into our family on YouTube. I hope that you have a great fall season. See you next time. Bye.